Okay guys, so after adjusting your tonality or the brightness or intensity of the colors, you determine what has to be brighter or more white, and the same for the blacks here. You move on to work with the RGB parade and adjusting your colors. For this you will use the curves. I will skip for now creative. So for creative, you are actually adding a look and trying to make a certain creativity within your video. Usually you will skip this step, but if you are a pro and you really mastered color correction, you can go to creative and then adjust your colors. That will be a lot of creative work, by the way. So we'll skip creative for now and we go to curves. In curves, you can adjust now your colors and your tonality. Actually, in my opinion, using curves, and now we have a hue saturation wheel, you can do all the color correction without even going to the basic correction. To use the curves, you don't use the waveform. You come and open the Parade RGB. Now I click on Parade RGB. It's over here. I don't want to see the waveform anymore. I will uncheck waveform and I see only the RGB parade. Now there are several parades here. Later on you will get used to all of them. If you come to parade type, you have RGB, YUV, RGB white, and YUV white. You can choose any one to work later on with. They are all the same concept, but you see different things and different kind of colors. So I'll take RGB. And notice, for simplicity, I'm still working in 8-bit. I did not go to float or HDR. It's better for the course here. So what do we have here? The RGB, you have the red, the green, and blue, and the way they are spread. Remember, it's the same story here. From left to right, you see your red. You see, left to right, I can see only the reds here. And from left to right, I can see the greens. Pretty nice. Now, the RGB curves is extremely powerful. Let me show you how it works. You choose the color you want to correct. I will start with white and adjust the tonality. So the white is about tonality. Since I reset there, I don't remember if I reset, I will reset this one. So we have no tonality at all. So we can work from 100% from the curves. On the lower corner here, I'm working with the blacks. I can click, drag it to the right, keep it on the bottom here. And here I am now taking down the blacks. That's pretty cool. If I go up, okay, I am lifting the blacks. Pretty interesting, right, guys? So we're talking about this dot in the corner over here. If you come to this dot on the rightmost of the bar, you click on it and you drag it on the extremity here, you will be lifting the whites. Here you are. If you take it down, you will be taking down the whites. Pretty convenient. So now this is about the whites and blacks. If you come to the bar here and you click at a certain point, you know, on top here is your highlight. I can click and go left. I will now notice what's happening. I'm increasing the highlights. It's like I'm working with the contrast or the highlights in the basic correction. If I come over here and I click, I'll be working with the shallows. I can take the shallows down. That's what's happening to the graph. Don't look at the image at all. Always look at the graph until you are satisfied. You can add other points, and now, of course, you're doing After Effects. Okay, I will double click on the bar and it will reset. Fine, so let's go now to the red. Now that's exactly what's happening. This is the red here. You notice you have a lot of red and it goes down. If I take the high point of the red on the rightmost and I take it down, notice that the red highlights are going down. Okay? And if I take it on the left here, you notice the red highlights are going up. So this is adjusting the reds. I can do that, for example. Now my aim here is to go to 100 and to 0, as you know. Okay, so I will try to take it up. It doesn't mean it's going to work or it's going to be good. And then I will take the shadows of the red. Just click on the dot and take them down. Here you are. Now I actually balance the red a bit. Okay, not much, a bit. Of course, I have to do for the other colors and it will work very fine. Okay, here you are. Now, I can also come to the highlights of the reds, the strong colors of the red. Click on it and just, you know, create something just like this. So I'm lifting them up and here I can take them down. Here you are. So I created this S. This S is very beautiful, but, you know, don't go for the S for the whole time. Now that's what's happening to the image. Now I'm looking at it. Actually, it became green. Why? Because I have the midtones here. You notice the midtones here. I hope you can see them. There is very little red left. So actually, this what I've done here is not correct. Unless I go now work with the greens. Let's do that. Let's take the greens. And now we want to add the greens. We want to lift them up. Here you are. Okay, fine, this is okay. Now we're gonna take the shadows of the green and take them down. I'm cool, so I'm trying to spread it over here. Let's play with the highlights. Okay, take them this way. Okay, now notice that it's becoming bluish. Okay, and then from here, okay, something like this. Now notice what's happening. We spread them. There is lots of green, and the mid-tone have lost the green. Let's go to the blue. Can we do the same? Will it work? Actually, I'm demonstrating to you guys. I'm not doing color correction. Okay, let's go like this. That's cool. Let's take it down. What do you think is gonna happen if I balance all this? And then let's click and spread them a bit from the shadows, and then spread them a bit from the highlights. Okay, now I notice that I really have too many darks. Can come back to the whites here. So I would like to do here to add midtones. I take it down a bit. Okay, something like this, and from here I take it up a bit. Here you are. Not bad, not bad at all. So notice what I have done. I lifted a bit the reds and take them a bit down, same for the green and so on, and try to create more midtones. This is the best way to play with the midtones and to create more midtones. Here you are, guys. I think this is cool enough. If we now deactivate it, looks before and after, well, if that is your purpose, I think it's pretty good, by the way, then you're on. So this is the job of the RGB curve. Now, there is more to the RGB curve, is the hue saturation curve. We will work on the hue saturation curve in the next lecture. It's going to be very interesting.